Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for your patience. Oh, how's it going? Um, yeah, so I mentioned my little Go Live tweet and post. Um, but I did get a slight hardware adjustment in that I now have another monitor. I found a way to fit it on my desk, but it does mean that I've changed my layout for everything. Um, so I'm gonna hope that I'm not looking into weird directions as I get used to where the camera is now and things like that. But yeah, I may have been rocking it single monitor style just because my desk didn't have. I didn't have space on my desk. I still might not, but we're making it work. It's already a good change, but adjustments will be made. But yeah, welcome, welcome, Frank, and I hope everyone is doing well. It's been kind of a busy week for me, but very very glad to get back to this. This has really been one of the highlights of my week. Eepy, oh no! I feel it though. I very much feel it. My sleep schedule has been a little bit out of whack recently. Like, log out of work, okay, let me respond to these messages, immediately fall asleep for 2 hours and miss my usual dinner time. uh, that doesn't happen too often, but, you know, like I said, weird week. But, looking on off, wrestling got moved tonight. Oh, I'm so hurt. No, it's totally fine. Feel free to lurk if you need. I appreciate if you do want to stick around, but yeah, no worries. Enjoy the wrestling. Um, so last we left off, um, we we made a few more cards. We met a couple of friends of Jasmine and Dahlia's, and their names are Greta and was it Louise? Oh no, I'm forgetting Spider Lady's name. Uh, terrible of me, horrible friend. Um, but but yeah, we we told Spider Lady to kidnap her love interest, and we told Greta to it is Louise. Hell yeah, I still got it. And we told Greta to make peace and become one with her behemoth. So that's probably fine. Um, we also have been proposed a deal by our familiar um, that they just need, what is it, 5 fire and 2 air energy. Um, so that's probably fine. We can handle that. No problem. Um, but yeah, I do want to give um a quick content warning because this is a rated M game. Um, we we do have some pretty heavy topics. Not all of these are going to be discussed in every stream, but um, you know, keep an eye out if anything gets too heavy for you. No worries if you need to step away. Rated M for magic, yes, it very much is. I also have my microphone in a new place, so you might need to let me know if I sound too different. I don't think I should, but um, I think what I really need is like a mounting arm for a mic. So I currently it's just on my desk. Like it's a stand on my desk, but that also means that it picks up all of my keyboard clackies and when I bump the table and things like that. So I know I have my throne. I don't like making people get me stuff. I'm just talking out loud so I don't forget later. But yeah, I think without further ado, I'm going to remember what cards I made last time. We made a robot, and we made dude. Look, I know the concept of gifts, but still, I don't want there to be that kind of pressure, you know? I'm gonna go talk to Greta now. Therefore to the Dahlia's given me a magic dagger to form an exorcism. Have you found anything else? Is it alright if I come over so we can try the ritual together? I don't think I can talk to you. Can I? Hush. This is secret information. Hey, how are you feeling? Corrupted? The behemoth is beginning to taint my thoughts, and I don't like how powerful it feels. So want to see this through, or... Of course I want to. I'm way too proud to let this extra-dimensional asshole take all the credit. I feel you. Okay, what did you find? Let's use everything in our arsenal. The ritual will mainly revolve around Dahlia's demon bone dagger. It truly is a work of art. Here, look. Beautiful. How can Dahlia be so talented? She told me that you helped her create it. I just shared some insight with her. What about? She wanted to know what kind of essence to use to enchant the dagger. To craft a blade that has the highest affinity with you. Whoa, so that's why she called it the Blade of Truth. I love it. This is the best dagger I could get. You totally get me, Fortuna. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Glad you like it. This is perfect. So first of all, do you mind if I summon a Fate Monster's disc to check on our chances of success? Of course, but what's a Fate Monster's disc? Of course, it was invented about 80 years ago by Junaisha, the mathematician witch, so you wouldn't know about it. You chose philosophy. Did that have a different outcome? Does Greta vibe more with truth than philosophy? It's a special sigil that reads fate strands. When you find yourself before a critical and identifiable turning point in your life, you can bind your soul to the disc so it reads the probability of whatever you want to happen. Wow, I like it. Sounds like a great companion to my deck. In short, we can read how effective whatever actions we perform in the ritual will be. Knowing the percentage may not change anything though, it's just for peace of mind. On the contrary, it sounds really useful. As per the third principle of divination, just the act of observing your chances affects your chances. I didn't consider it that way. I hope it affects them for the best. Anyway, here's the disc. Huh, okay. Oh, my chances aren't as good as I'd hoped. It's no small thing exercising a behemoth. But we haven't taken everything into account yet. Let's turn fate in our favor. You're right. I must be strong. First of all, I asked my friend Jasmine to provide us with some herbs to help ease your mind. With these, you should be able to focus better on the ritual. Smells good. You need to drink the infusion while you think of a toy you loved while you were still a mortal child. Sure love my Legos. Yeah, that sounds about right. She seems like a Lego kind of girl. Oh! But my favorite thing's my Jake plushie from Adventure Time. Actually... I don't know what that is, but sure worked on your face already. I feel less tense, yes. Look, Fate Mancer's disc went up slightly. This is working. Good. Thank Jasmine for me. I think it'll be better if you thank her yourself. Sure, it'll be my pleasure. Okay then, can you run me through the specifics of the ritual? It's more straightforward than I thought it would be. Most of the heavy work has already been done by Dahlia, crafting this magnificent dagger. I brought Dahlia up to speed about what your card said, about how I need to embrace the behemoth. Her answer was this blade. You need to stab me in the heart. What? No! Don't panic. The blade is enchanted to pierce not only through my flesh, but also through my quintessence. That will open a crack in my soul, allowing the behemoth fully inside me. Then, you can remove the dagger, and they will be trapped. I've never stabbed anyone in my life. It's not so much stabbing as precision cooking. You do cook, right? Yeah, I know my way around kitchen knives, but this? I can't do it myself, Fortuna. I believe in you. Why don't we call Dahlia and have her cut you? No, I want you to do it. I feel a special connection to you. Me too. Wavelengths. Look, the percentage of the disc went up just for me explaining this to you. We're on the right path. Dahlia told me the ritual will be more effective the stronger our bond is. I pretty much opened up about myself to you in a way I haven't for ages. So, I believe a shortcut to make our bond more powerful would be if you told me something intimate about yourself. The less people know about it, the better. Okay. Tell me something secret about yourself. Do we say it? I mean, literally nobody else knows. I don't think anybody knows either of these, but fuck it. Behemoth summoning solidarity. I summoned a behemoth too. Shut up. You're putting my life in my hands, so I guess it's only fair I do the same. Abramar, show yourself. Holy cosmos. How is this possible? No one knows about this. Not even my closest friends. Why do you have a behemoth? I don't have him. We're partners. We're only talking today because I summoned him. I couldn't endure my exile anymore. So, I called upon him, and we're working together to regain my freedom. Abramar is the one who taught me how to channel Arcana to build my own deck. I owe him my life. That is, for lack of a better word, so cool. I love her! I love her! Fuck! It feels good to say it out loud to another person. Thank you for understanding. Are you kidding? I'm like the ideal audience for that kind of revelation. Gotta lurk? Yeah, take your drink. Enjoy your ASL. Jokes aside, thank you for trusting me. I feel really fortunate. And this goes without saying, but you can rely on me. Now we're sisters in the forbidden. The best kind of sisterhood there is. True. True, though. Abramar, you can leave us now. Understood. And to put me under the knife? I'm not ready yet. I'll never be more ready than now. And I'm ready to accept any consequences. Just let me meditate for a couple of minutes, just to gather my focus, okay? 2 whole minutes? That I have. Sure. Okay, so some of you probably know that I do gesticulate and change my facial expression and things depending on what I'm voice acting. And when I saw her do this, like this glass rim finger spin kind of thing, um, I just reflexively started doing it too, to inform the tone. Incredible. Nekova, hello, hello. How are you doing? We're about to stab a woman. Quentinelli, thank you. Appreciated. Yeah, I hope you've been well. Feel like this character design we're looking at is kind of our style, yeah? We met Greta last stream, and I've been thinking about her ever since. Thank you.
Moment of truth. Have you made a decision? Do you want to pay for the behemoth's name?
Yes. I've saved up for this. Yes. Yes.
Allow me to absorb your energy then. Delicious. The fragrance of conflict. Hereby I release my sibling's name. Gaetharion.
God, why are these so hard? Thank you, Audemars.
At your service.
You still there? Yes, I'm ready. I learned your behemoth's name. Gaethrion. Oh, Fate Mancer's disc went wild. How'd you do that? I made a mental pact with Audemars. I purchased your behemoth's name from him. Purchased? Hope you didn't put yourself at risk for me, Fortuna. Don't worry, it wasn't that expensive. I think. Thank you so much for going the extra mile for me. These sisters in the Forbidden must stand together, right? You're right. Ready for some stabbing? Okay, 1 second. I have someone that I need to send this to. What? Okay, slight diversion. Okay, there we go. Cool. With everything on different screens now, I'm losing track of everything. I need to unlearn all this muscle memory that I've had for, what, built up for almost 2 years? Time is fake. Don't say it like that. Sorry, I was just trying to blow off some steam. Your ideas of what constitutes relaxing differ dramatically, Greta. Looks like you're relaxed, though. I guess that's the most important thing here. Okay, I'm going to insert the dagger now. Are you ready? Do it. I mean, I'm a little disappointed, but I'm happy for her. Also, I got a Chivo from that. It worked! Fortuna! We did it! Oh, thank the cosmos. I felt like my heart was about to explode. How are you feeling? Better than ever. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Never mind, I don't regret this anymore. Cool. Cool. Okay, I'm fine. I'm normal. I'm normal about my favorite character so far having yellow eyes with black sclera. You can fail that. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Frank. Does it seem familiar? Better than ever. Okay, yeah, that's deserving of an observing. But, your eyes. What's the matter? They're behemoth-like? That bad? I mean, aesthetically, it's pretty cool. But I think the ritual may have gone wrong at some point. No. No, it went perfectly fine, I assure you. Went through, like, this intense bout with the behemoth that felt like it lasted eons. But we ended up forming a pact. We're partners now. Just like you and Abramar. Maybe you solved that issue. But the fact you summoned the behemoth is still quite visible. I see. Well, the way I feel now, Fortuna, all the knowledge and power I've just gained, it's worth the price. Oh, I just need to figure out how to deal with Edana. Edana? A Debbie! Thank you for the quench. Also, Frank, your percentage chance was about 70 and you failed. Goddamn. Focus Blast always gets you. Hello, hello. I was saying that it's been a tiring kind of week, but I've really been looking forward to that. And we have just an incredibly gender character in front of us, so you know, it's going great. What are you gonna do? My initial impulse is to flee, but I'm too proud to not face Hedona directly. So I guess that before doing anything rash, I'll retire to the Gemskull Belt and meditate on all my options. Sorry the ritual didn't go as expected, but I'm still with you. Let me know if I can help you in any other way. I will. Thank you for everything, Fortuna. But hey, I'm not going away empty-handed. Now I have you. I'm happy I met you too. God! Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, I'd better leave now. Hope to see you soon. Yeah, me too. Take care. Watch her swoosh right out. Guess we don't need to go there to check how much we have left, but I don't think that's quite enough for anything. Doop, 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 doop. And I guess back to Louise. Sure. See how her kidnapping went. Dear Fortuna, I'd like to visit you once again if that's okay. I'd like to tell you how it went with Edana. Sure! Thank you for having me. Hello, Louise. So, how did it go? I did it, Fortuna. I stood up to Edana and it felt amazing. It was really scary too, and I've been condemned to 50 years of forced labor. But now I don't have to exploit mortals anymore. Whoa, sorry to hear you got punished that bad. But you were right, I'm utterly happy and relieved. Plus, the forced labor involves collecting materials for other witches' projects. I'm more than happy to do that instead of causing any wars. That's good. I was expecting way worse from Edana. You just have more confidence in your cards. They were absolutely right. My life is way better now. I kidnapped him. My mortal lover. I still don't know how to feel about it. But you're right. It hasn't been that dramatic for him. That dramatic. Told you, we witches have a special influence over them. I understand the moral quandaries around that, but you'll never get to enjoy a relationship with a mortal without using it. I guess you're right. He looks happy and excited exploring my domain. Describing him like a new dog. You're a witch. Own it. Alright. You changed my life, Fortuna. I got rid of some stupid shackles I put on myself. So happy to hear that. I was worried my deck would cause you trouble. I brought you a present. Oh? What is it? It's a pith cloth. I harvested the thread from the space station. Here. Acquire the pith cloth symbol, which costs earth and wind. Pith cloth weaves by Louise with intelligently harvested from astronauts. Present. Oh. The accept button is thank you. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it is beautiful. I humbly accept it. Itadakimasu. It's but a token of my gratitude. I hope one day I can truly repay you. There's no need. This is more than enough. Leaving courtesy aside, I'm serious. Let me know if you ever need my help. Thank you. I will. Take care, Fortuna. Likewise. Did I do good, Apamar?
What a busy life all of a sudden, huh? How are you feeling?
How did they manage without me all this time? I mean, I think those felt good. I liked both of those encounters. Yeah, feels good. Life is worth living again.
Glad to see your mood has improved. So, what are your plans now?
My biggest concern is still Idana. Sooner or later, she's gonna find out about my new deck. If I want to be free, I'll need to deal with her at some point.
Well, the Cosmic Wheel is already in motion. Look how quickly you've reconnected with the Coven. Just stay alert and seize any opportunity the universe throws at us.
How do you do it? Manipulate fate?
You tell me. We're not so different.
Not really. I mean, I get to read into people's futures. Escaping from Idana's sentence was an impossibility until I summoned you.
Are you sure? It was by your will that I appeared. You're the one making the jigsaw fall into place.
Are you suggesting that I'm the one that created you?
What? Please, witch. I was just trying to encourage you. You owe me a lot, and you're paying a high price for this. Don't forget it. But you summoned me. That speaks volumes about the power of your will. Have more faith in yourself.
Okay. No need to mock me.
No, it has arrived.
Oh, could it be from Taya? I've already forgotten Taya's voice. Is there any other studying to do in the meantime? Excerpt of Whispers? Sure, we can study once. Excerpt of Whispers of Arcana by Witch Idana. Oh, by Idana. Most magical studies base themselves on the rules set defined by the four elements. Even if I do not position myself as a tractor of such forces, I believe her understanding runs the risk of becoming obsolete should we adhere to them exclusively. It's for this reason I hereby present you a thesis on Arcana. Even if some points overlap with the theory of the four elements, I believe the Arcana to be an independent and primordial quality of our reality. Arcana may seem overwhelming at first glance because they are diffuse and multiple in meaning. It's rare to find an Arcana that adheres to a single quality. After many centuries of analysis, I have come to detect and dissect 5 unique properties that we can use to describe the entirety of Arcana: quest, community, desire, protection, and battle. Some may argue that these qualities are too similar to the ones represented by the four elements, but it's because of their relation to the four elements that I can prove Arcana is something of their own. It's well known that the combinations of the four elements are interesting, but at some points limited or even dangerous. In this thesis, you will find a detailed dissection of the qualities of Arcana and how the four elements alter them, adding a new depth to the nature of magic itself. In this essay, I will. Dear Fortuna, I have terrible news. Please invite me to your home ASAP. Yours faithfully, Taya, Arbiter, Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. Okay, sure. How's it going? Fortuna. What is it? What happened? It's about your leader. What about Idana? Idana's dead. Holy shit. Wow, okay. And flashback time. Presumably, flashback time.
We are reunited here to say goodbye to our good friend Patrice. She lived intensely and died on her own terms. We are returning her body to the earth, just as she wished. Naked, uncovered in flowers, my body to the soil, my soul to my sister, the stars. You lived in beauty, and depart in beauty. Now, some words from her eldest son.
I'm not good with speeches, so excuse my brevity. I will always be in awe of all the life my mother brought into this world. And I'm not only talking about her numerous children and grandchildren, I'm talking about her words, her ideas, her wisdom. I don't know if any of us will ever be able to achieve the clarity my mother had. With her gone, we've lost the brightest light in the universe. Wish any of our dads were decent enough to be half the person our mother was. Wish any of them were brave enough to have stayed by her side. Today, I didn't only lose my one true parent, but also my idol. Adios, Velma. Te quiero.
Thank you, Pedro. Now, Mr. Stanton, you wanted to say something too? That's right, thank you. I feel lucky that you're all letting me be a part of this moment. Wanted to share with you how much of an inspiration her family was to her. She always spoke of you so dearly. She loved you more than anything. Reese could strike you as a cynical person at first. She always had that I'm too smart to be wasting my time with you vibe. But she was ultimately driven by love. Love of life and of the human experience. I've been extremely fortunate to have been her editor for the past 20 years. And I know for a fact that she's been a mother not only to you, but to hundreds of thousands of readers across the globe. Her unique perspective on pleasure and joy has been an inspiration for many women from many cultures. She's leaving a bleeding wound inside many hearts, but also a legacy. The world is stronger and healthier thanks to her. And that feeling, that energy will never die. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Mr. Satin. Now to proceed with the last rites,
Wait. I want to speak too.
Of course, go ahead.
Grandma, you aren't really gone, are you? That body covered in flowers. You just had to leave that old husk behind, right? We had so many plans, so many ideas. I can't accept that you'd let a stupid cancer take away what we were building together, right, Yaya? You haven't betrayed me, have you?
Fortuna. It's okay, Pedro. Let her express herself.
Can't do this by myself. She went off to the stars to look for your sister. Promise you take me with you to see the cosmos. If you don't come back right now, I'll never forgive you.
Maria, I'm sure your grandmother will keep guiding you from wherever she is. One never truly leaves this world.
Patrice's body may turn to dust, Patrice's voice may have gone silent, but her essence is an everlasting gift we will never lose. Patrice, she's broken free from that name. Now we will call her Autumn, we will call her Tears and Fragrance, a mid-afternoon dream.
Enough with the cheesy poetry already. You'll never understand my grandmother, or what we were doing together. Maria!
I am sorry for your loss. Now, if no one has any more words to share, we will return her to the earth. May your soul bless the stars, Patrice.
So, my prediction finally came true, eh? You managed to live 59 years, 11 months, and 21 days. For a second, I believed you'd be able to break free from your fate. You remained a tough bitch even in death. It's too hard to do this without your witty comebacks. I'm sorry I didn't come and visit you after I ascended. But time among the stars sure flies. And I wasn't sure how you deal with the fact your sister became a witch. I'm so sorry. That night on the beach, I started walking into the sea and never looked back. But somehow you knew, huh? You knew I wasn't dead. You are the only thing I missed from my time as immortal. It's been tough out there without you. What about one last reading? For old time's sake. What should I ask about? Wonder how our relationship would have been if I'd stayed. Do you mind if I indulge, Patrice? Married one of your husband's brother. We have a big happy family together. Moved to the Canary Islands. You'd have written lesbian pulp novels and I'd run an online tarot website. Would have run a popular magazine together with Eve as editor-in-chief. I think there's more simple pleasure in this. I don't... Yeah. We love a lesbian pulp novel. We'd have moved to the Canary Islands. You'd have written lesbian pulp novels, and I'd have run an online tarot website. We'd have drunk the most delicious wine, and had a small community of artist friends. Met some beautiful girls, and taken long walks on the beach. We'd have grown old together, and had long talks swayed by the warm evening breeze. Patrice, I missed you so much. I am going to miss you so much. What the hell am I doing? Writing into the hypothetical? How can I be this cowardly? I knew more than this. First and only time I read into someone's death was for you. As the last present, I'll get real. I'll read beyond your death. Scared of that presence I found when you dared me to read into your demise. It was lurking there, watching us from the unknown. I'll look into its eyes now, see for myself where we're sending you off to. Galactic detective, cosmic cartographer, founder of the first ever Cosmic Gazette, become an investigative reporter. Huh. Fuck yeah. You'll be the founder of the first ever Cosmic Gazette and become a cosmic investigative reporter. You'll even interview extra-dimensional beings. What? I think I lost my talent. This doesn't make any sense. What in the cosmos am I doing? I'm sorry, Patrice. I'm just spewing nonsense. Don't leave me. "6 feet under my ass. Patrice!
Fortuna? What is this? Is this the other side? Why are you in cosplay?
Patrice! I love you! I love you too, silly. Are we ghosts? No, Patrice. This is the real world. I'm a witch. And I believe you are one now too.
Fuck me.
Incredible. Incredible. Uh, this is going places. I'm in love. Well, time to talk to the spooky mask. I love you. I'm vibing so much with whatever's going on here.
Fortuna, it's imperative that we speak before I vanish. Idana.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. No, I guess I have to be. Uh, mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Um, I'm, I'm, I'm vibing with it. Okay, cool.
Hello, Fortuna. Is something the matter?
I heard you were dead.
That is correct. You've never met the corpse of a witch. I keep forgetting how young some of you are.
I always thought of death as just that. The end.
It can be if you're killed or erased. But a witch also dies when they lose the will to live. Now I'm but an aimless corpse waiting to be consumed by your sisters or to be scattered through the cosmos.
Why are you visiting me then?
Think of me as a ghost, dealing with loose ends.
In that case, my exile, is it over?
I'm afraid it is not. Reviewing sentences now falls upon the next leader of the coven.
And who might that be?
It is yet to be decided. I sense something different about you. What have you done? You've grown. You feel like an adult witch now. It's a shame I didn't get to meet you in this form.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have sense if you come to tie up here anyway.
You. I want to ask what you have learned during this brief isolation.
Oh, God. Divination can control a community. It's wrong for a single witch to rule a coven. Exile is not create a constructive solution. That you are a bitch. Brief. Oh. God. So the corpse of your the corpse of your coven leader, who has sentenced you into millennia of exile, is speaking to you as her last act on this plane of existence. And I kind of want to curse her out. I... Okay. my justification here is that this version of Fortuna is still very angry at Adana. All throughout the game, she's been turning her fellow sisters against Adana, going against her wishes. So I think this Fortuna is strong-willed enough that she would say that you are a bitch.
Childish.
What was I supposed to learn then? You said the second one. I mean, yes, I'm all for a co-op coven, but this was more viscerally satisfying for this version of Fortuna.
Allow me to explain. You've been wrong all along in calling your talent divination.
What is tarot then, if not divination?
I should tell you about the nature of this universe.
You saved it for the last word, huh?
The secret of reality. Consciousness is a responsibility. Everything that is sentient modifies the nature of the realm we inhabit. All that has happened, every phenomenon, is only real because it has been perceived. The parts of the universe that have not been measured are yet to be defined. Your arts do not predict events, they define them. Unknowingly, you are shaping what didn't happen in the past, as well as what is yet to happen. You are not a reader, you are a writer. That is why I exiled you. When you predicted the falling of this coven, you were in actuality dooming us all. I have worked hard to prevent that omen, and I am still not sure if I have succeeded. Only time will tell.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because I am dead. And I deem it better that you become aware of the magnitude of your ability, since I will not be here to protect the coven from you any longer.
Why didn't you tell me to begin with?
Because I was afraid you would write me off this plane. I am well aware you despise me. Keeping you away from your deck was the only way I could think of to ensure some stability for the coven.
Come on. I'm not the villain you think I am.
Likewise.
Fair enough.
Remember, you can manipulate anything that does not exist. The future is the most obvious implication, but I am also talking about the past. You can alter anything that did not happen.
So, Dahlia's past then.
Damn. The coven is about to go through some turbulent times. I do not think you are mature enough to handle your talent. But it is not in my hands anymore. Do as you please with this knowledge.
I understand. Thank you for telling me all this.
I have a parting gift. Knowledge. I know many witches will come to you for...
Oh, that's answering the wish for knowledge. Got it.
I know many witches will come to you for guidance in the near future. We cannot fix the immaturity of your character, but I can at least offer you knowledge. Take one of my eyes. It will allow you to see the unseen. It will open the gates to the wisdom of the gods. I pray you use it wisely. You will play a critical role in the fate of the coven.
Cool. Love an eyeball. made you rethink the whole rest of the game. Yeah, the fact that we're choosing what happens and not just being a game mechanic is fucking wild. Being a writer is this game is real cool. It's a such a cool game. Okay, cool, we're good. Also, hi Leo. Sorry I missed you. It was a bit of a moment. Your cat tried to climb the window, and oh no. I mean, cats are generally pretty good at landing on their feet. But I'm so sorry. I hope they're okay. Well, we were wishing for renown and discovery, so I guess we can be thankful. I am thankful. I will make the most of it.
I do not really care anymore. I will not get to witness any of it.
Why are you giving it to me then?
It was etched into the Cosmic Wheel. I can only obey.
I see.
I also want you to have this.
The Coppersmith. Dear substance of kin, forsake the mortal hacks, abandon flesh, abandon sinew. Thou art my magic, thou art no more sin. Okay, that's a lot.
This is a super arcana. Any card created with this image will allow you to access more readings than with a regular card.
How did you...
Even if you believe me a farce, the gods truly speak to me. They told me about the new deck you are crafting. This custom deck, it suits your hearts better than the limited tarot. So my decision to have you exiled has paid off in the end.
So what? You expect me to thank you, even though I already did?
I expect nothing. I am dead. This will be the last time we speak. Do you wish to say anything else before my departure?
Fuck you.
Anything else?
I will make this coven better.
Good. I will leave now.
Wait. I'm happy you're dead. I love the 2 out of 3 options were all... we're all just speaking hate upon your dead mentor. Well, coven leader, not necessarily a mentor. I do think Fortuna mentioned another mentor. Don't burn in hell. Does hell even exist?
Irrelevant. Goodbye.
That hell wasn't real. I mean, can we speak hell into existence?
Are you alright?
Still processing.
Why?
This is too much responsibility. I shouldn't toy with people's fates, or even worse, their pasts.
I concede you that messing with the past is somewhat unsettling, but the future? Aren't we all messing with each other's lives all the time anyway? You just happen to have the upper hand.
I don't know.
More than that, as the sole possessor of this talent, you have the responsibility to use it. You have the power to change this universe for the better. Own it.
Maybe you have a point there.
Some individuals lead covens. Some others run societies. Some beings can eat whole galaxies. I mean, I have the power to grant wishes. Own your talents, Fortuna.
You're right. But these cards... It's not like I have total control over these readings. There's chance involved in the shuffling. What if a card only offers me tragic outcomes?
You'll have to face some tough decisions, sure. But that's just like the rest of us. Sometimes there are no good outcomes.
You have a talent for putting a spin on dire situations, don't you?
I found myself stuck between a rock and a hard place too many times.
Also, goddamn, when we were reading into Abramar and speaking truth about their past, holy shit. Yeah, no wonder they were kind of they were kind of disconcerted by that one.
I have a knack for looking on the bright side, for my own sake.
That's really human of you.
Or that's really behemoth of humans. I was here first.
As I said, a true reality spinner.
Adon have told you, reality is modified by consciousness. I may be a master of that.
In any case, I may need some time before I feel ready to read the cards again.
Nonsense. I need you back in the game as soon as possible.
Do you want me to look into what was bothering you then?
Well,
Oh, we can just snoop all in this, huh? Yeah, we asked for knowledge. You gave us knowledge. You're getting knowledge.
Is it about Gloria, the first witch?
how did you...
Zaydan's eye. Or better said, it's the water contract we sealed together. And already activated. It's offering me knowledge. I can't fully access it. It feels like a waterhole of ideas behind my mind. Sometimes something jumps out of the water. So, you wanted to ask about Gloria?
That's right. Gloria is my first love. I spent many universes without loving a single being. Suddenly, she came into existence, or better put, she ascended. Gloria is the first woman who left the mortal plane behind and became a witch. She's the inventor of magic, which is basically exploiting a universe's rules. I've never met a single entity as full of love and ideas as Gloria. And I had the privilege of being loved by her. I wanted to ask you what had become of her. Before, I was afraid of what I'd find, but now I'm afraid of what you'd write.
I promise I'll look for the best possible reading. Or writing.
Alright. I granted you this deck. Might as well go all the way in.
I got you, partner.
Also, while you're at it, what do you say we try and reshape the Coven's stance on behemoths?
That's not a bad idea. But what if what we find in the cards isn't good?
I don't think there's anything worse than being forbidden and hunted.
You're right. Okay, let's put this deck to use. Let's see. We want to look into how the Coven deals with behemoths.
Right?
And let's see what's become of Gloria the First Witch.
Please let it be something good.
I'll do my best. The rest is in the hands of the deck.
Mind control, justice, temptation, predestination, luck. Well, this is a super windy card. Let's I'm gonna hope for a water card for behemoths. You'll never get to meet Glory again, but you'll find a love greater than hers. You will meet Glory again, but it's with her corpse that you'll speak one last time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's, yeah. Let's... It's bittersweet, but let's give them some hope. You will never get to meet Glory again, but you will find a love greater than hers.
Not even your talent is powerful enough to allow me to see her again, huh? And a love greater than Gloria's. That sure sounds like fiction.
You just wait. The cosmic wheel doesn't ever stop turning, Abramar.
I can't picture an experience more intense than what I had with Gloria. But you've managed to poison this extra-dimensional being with hope. Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay. Alliance, courage, guardian, ego, mercy, well. Let's hope for alliance. Behemoths and witches will get to coexist in harmony. You, Abramar, will get to rule this coven. Holy shit. I'm gonna go with coexistence. I think I like coexistence. God, that's so much though. Behemoths and witches will get to coexist in harmony.
That is... delicious! I can't believe it's going to be as easy as that. You are the most terrifying witch I've ever met. A single sentence to solve all our problems.
Still have trouble picturing this actually happening. It feels weird now, being aware that whatever comes out of my mouth will come true. Though, it's always been like that, I guess.
What were the other options?
I'd rather not say. Feels like I'd corrupt the reading if I reveal them.
Understood. Thank you, Fortuna. This means a lot to me. Not once in the history of this universe has anyone ever done so much for Behemoth.
This wasn't just for you. Peaceful coexistence will be good for everyone.
Of course. I am thankful anyway.
You're welcome.
Your deck feels way more dangerous now. I doubt I'll ever subject myself to your divination again. In all the universes I've existed in, nothing has ever made me feel so fragile. You must use these powers wisely. I beg of you.
Well, never expected to get a behemoth to beg. This is serious indeed.
It's not a laughing matter, Fortuna.
Hey, don't look at me. You're the one who's always teasing when it comes to life or death issues.
Got a taste of my own medicine, huh? No, see, it's not funny. Please accept my apologies.
Come on, don't be so uptight. I've got your back.
Sure. Look, you've got mail.
Right, let's see. Doop doop doop. Okay, so... I feel different. Nala's eye is pulsing in my skull. Oh my god! Oh my god! It feels as if I could see beyond the pictorial representations of Arcana. Maybe I could spend a little magic to peek behind the cosmic curtain. Wow. Okay. Well, cost to study. Are these? No, they're not all two. Oh god. So you can spend some of your finite resources to, Coppersmith is... Actually, we'd only need one more one more air. But yeah, you can spend some of your finite resources to more fine-tune your deck. I think I like the idea of just sort of going with fate as it has it. I mean, this is the payoff that we got for choosing knowledge. So I don't want to totally forsake this, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of like just playing and see what we get, and maybe subsequent playthroughs that would be more useful to fine tune your strategies. So prioritize some air. Oh shit, that was not the button I meant to click. Oh god. Oops. Well, I guess we get to learn what this does. O ancient eye of our former leader, allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. Protection, resistance chains, safekeeping the sacred, turmoil that precedes a new state of the universe. Okay, that's really cool though. We did in fact just learn about this. From our studies. These are the these are like the aspects that Adana mentioned in her thesis. And okay, so we will need 3 more air total if we're going to. I mean, it feels fitting to give the astronaut's pith cloth, and the little skull bug is super good. But I really want to use Coppersmith as soon as possible. So we just need air and we just need 3 air and whatever sphere we want. Okay, cool. Definitely not stressed about making all these decisions. Study one more time. Right, what do we have here? Excerpt of Whispers of Arcana quest. Okay, so we can go through. We can now study all of the all of these as well. I find Quest to be the most special of qualities of the Arcana because it's the only one that can't be directly linked with any of the 4 elements. Quest is none of the elements, but the intersections between them. Quest is transitory in nature. The search for knowledge, the call to her adventure, the never-ending journey. When infused with energy, this quality of Arcana varies wildly. Hereby I present a detailed list of the potential states of Quest. Quest in air is guidance, illumination, discovery. Quest in water, introspection, isolation, and wisdom. Quest in earth, determination, trust, and rightfulness. Quest in fire, deception, the occult, and the unknown. The elements determine the nature and direction of a journey, which can flow inwards or outwards, and can be forthright or deceptive depending on context. Okay, so we can very much fine-tune our meanings here. Also, I am running a little bit low on water, so I'm gonna finish this off, and I'm going to take just a quick break to refill it, and maybe turn on a fan in here because I am warm. But yeah, we'll definitely get through at least a little bit more. So I will be right back, and don't go anywhere. There's so much happening. Oh my god, this game is so cool. Okay, see you in a moment. Okay, we are back and slightly cooler than before. So do we want to read any interactive fiction to get a little bit more arcana? I mean, I guess we aren't going to be. If we end up like just one or two short, we can try it. But I'm interested in seeing more of our plot here. Dahlia, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fortuna, did you hear? The old bitch kicked the bucket.
Let's celebrate. Come on.
Adana's dead! Fuck Adana! Go out and celebrate.
No, I can't.
Why not?
Old that hag is out. Fuck rules. Freedom is in the hands of whoever becomes the next leader.
Then I'll become leader. My first order of business will be to ban fucking exile.
I wish.
No, I mean it. I'm running for office, Fortuna.
Oh, wow. Really? I can't picture you running the coven, to be honest. Thought you despised that kind of responsibility.
Yeah, but
you know I was hiding under the overthrowing Adana. Got cold feet in the end, but this is a great opportunity to change things without resorting to violence. We've endured too many centuries of abusive leadership. I'm determined to revitalize our clan.
Follow me and I shall deliver freedom and happiness.
You're even more energetic than usual.
I'm raring to go. Fortuna, join me. Let's rule the coven together.
Why don't you tell me about your plans first?
Of course. Sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
Don't you think I'm a dumb witch? I have a solid plan. I've done some research, and the 5 pillars of our coven's law are... Oh, like there's actual, like, political positions here. Witch politics. Okay. Judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Judgment is how we decide who fucked up and what to do with the coven. Law enforcement is how we punish those who fucked up. Forbidden arts is how we deal with dangerous stuff. Mortal affairs is how we deal with people, animals, and everything non-magical. Witch duties is basically whatever sister has to do for the coven. Now, Adano is basically all, fuck you, I rule, fuck you, I exile you, fuck dangerous stuff, fuck mortals, and, well, fuck you. Runic judgment, exile, banning, exploited at the coven's convenience. Strict coordinated controls. Want to change things radically, try a new system, more open and inclusive. Judgment will be something held between all members of the coven. All important issues will be solved after hearing everyone's input and then celebrating a referendum. It's feasible since our coven is less than 100 members right now. There won't be law enforcement. All issues will be solved amicably between the affected parties. Isn't that a bit naive? What if they can't reach an agreement? We'll submit the case to the Arbitrage Office. I don't see why we need additional enforcement since we have the Magical Pact already. I see. Following that line of thought, there won't be any forbidden arts. I believe that banning things begets temptation. It's better to share knowledge and educate wizards about its implications. Then about mortal affairs, I believe we should cut all ties with mortals. This may seem radical, but they were way too privileged to dare tamper with human lives. I say leave them be. We have the whole universe to toy with. For witch duties, instead of excruciating quarterly controls, I say we set a magical tax to pool resources for the coven. Any witch could go about her life however she wants, provided she shares a proportional part of the magic she draws from the cosmos. We use those resources to help newcomers or any sister in need, in order to develop some ambitious communal project. That basically sums it up. Oh! There's a pressing matter too. We have to decide how to deal with Adana's corpse. We can either devour her, or scatter her throughout the cosmos. Come again?
Apparently, there's a lot of magic stored inside the corpse of a witch. If we literally eat her, we'll all become more powerful. But if we free our magic, a lot of women will be able to ascend and become witches. We could almost double our numbers. I firmly believe we should share magic with the universe. We may become more powerful should we devour her. There's a special strength hidden in diversity. More points of view on the clashing of wills will make us grow in more interesting ways. That pretty much sums up my stance. So, are you with me?
Are there other options? Because like I am all for witch socialism. But if I say that I must decline, I don't want to not be able to choose this later. You know? I think I'm gonna say hell yeah, I'm in, and because I don't think there are many other political stances that I would prefer here. So hell yeah, I'm in.
That is fucking fantastic, Fortuna. We can do this. Okay, cards. Am I gonna win?
Wow, hold your horses, Dahlia. Question may be too heavy.
Why? Jasmine's planning on running for office too. Let's clear things up so we can save ourselves the pain of a campaign.
I'm gonna solve this by shuffling a deck. You might as well meet with Jasmine and flip a coin. None of that would do. Voters are going to need a campaign to be informed at the very least. Ah, sure, we can still do the theater if necessary. I'd rather know who's gonna win already to dispel all the anxiety. I refuse. That would be unfair to Jasmine. Better think of a different question.
Okay, I get it. What to ask? Oh, I know! Who are my enemies going to be? And what kind of dagger should I force to face these trying times?
Whoa, playing hardball, are we?
The future of the Coven is on the line. Let's pull out the artillery.
Understood. Focus on your warrior spirit while I shuffle the cards. Well... I did back her. I didn't know if I would be able to go back and choose her again if I saw other options. And witch socialism is a thumbs up from me. So an arbiter is going to be on your tail, scrutinizing every move you make. The oldest witches will conspire against you. Well, we do need that air energy, so... An arbiter is going to be on your tail, scrutinizing every move you make.
Fucking witch police? Why the cosmos? All my shit's above board, they got nothing on me.
For some reason they're going to be watching you, so I suggest you play your cards as safely as possible.
Got nothing to be ashamed of.
Politics can get way less honorable than your usual demon hunting. You just act with as much virtue as possible and everything will be fine. But nonetheless, it promises to be a nuisance. Just associating with an exile like me could put you under suspicion.
Well, they can suck my ass.
Please, watch yourself.
Yes, don't worry so much.
Keep things lawful good from now on. Well... Love an edgeless dagger. Resilience. Use the handle with it so the dagger can withstand your grip during these trying times. Presence. Make yourself a dagger that inspires respect. I think I'm happy leaning into some water. Yeah. Yeah. Because we are no longer just role-playing Fortuna. We are actively deciding Um, we're actively deciding fate now. So, but resilience. I guess there needs to be some practicality, right? Yeah, I might be talking myself into resilience. I can't remember these choices. Resilience. Use the handle with it so your dagger can withstand your grip during these trying times. Resilience. Understood. What does resilience mean exactly? The ability to recover swiftly from a bad situation, more or less. Oh, so cool. Let's crank the resilience to 14 then. Thanks a lot, Fortuna. For the idea, and for teaching me about the concept. Ha. What's the matter? Not to undermine your craft, but I doubt a dagger will be enough to keep an arbiter in check. What do you say we draw an extra card to explore what measures to take given this predicament? Absolutely. Lay it on me. Right, here we go. Okay, wild. Make a demonstration of power before the coven. An experimental duel challenge? You will be powerless against such a rival. Oh, Christ! So I think we gotta go with the duel. Oh boy, wow. Make a demonstration of power before the coven. Stand an official duel challenge. Duel against an arbiter? That's unprecedented. So cool. Even supposed to accept duels? I don't know, but since Cards brought it up, it's likely to happen. Damn, the campaign got way more interesting all of a sudden. Thank you! And that's a wrap. Fire is super rough. I feel like maybe we shouldn't have so many fire-intensive cards in our deck. I mean, I know it's not strictly a bad thing, but holy shit. Hope this was useful to you. Well, I'd prefer to cut to the chase and see who's gonna win. But this will have to do. Thanks a lot for taking the time. Play makes me feel bad about your choice. Hey, we're seeing where fate takes us. I believe in you. I think you're doing fine, and it'll be interesting to see where your story goes that mine doesn't. I think that's one of the big appeals of this game. Your story isn't going to. Yeah. Sorry, I just made myself giggle, thinking my tarot deck sucks, and I am going to be killed. Before I leave, I wanted to ask you for another favor. What's up? Another friend of yours summoned a behemoth? No, silly. One of the things that matters to me most is how we deal with Adana's corpse. I believe it's extremely important that we open the gates for more women to become witches. And because of that, I'd love it if you met with our most recent addition to the community. She doesn't even have a name yet. Please, let her come see you. You can help her find her way. And you'll get to see how diversity will make our coven richer too. It'll be my pleasure. Tell her to come whenever she's ready. Thank you so much. I'll be going now. I need to start putting a team together to deal with the campaign. See ya! Bye, Dahlia. New card, new card, new card. Okay, so... we are already using... 422. Okay. So we can make it a pretty balanced card by giving it uh some more earth. Um I don't know. Maybe I like honestly, maybe I like this as is. Let's see. Um I do think we have enough to investigate some of these, right? Um, so yeah, we could spend up to 3 to figure out one of our water friends, or maybe 2. Um, we have plenty of earth to spend. That would cost 1. That would cost 2. Well, shucks. Do we want to... Hmm. Anyone who stays away from the stock will never meet the one they left behind again. Okay. So we have the coppersmith. And a cool space cape. I think I'm leaning toward might be leaning toward the sunset docks. Maybe I'm not. No, what? No. Okay. Final decision. We're doing the boiling ocean. I'm gonna spend the 1 though. Ancient eye of our former leader, allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. Well, I could have told you that. Oh well. So I guess it might be more useful on Arcana and the like. Okay, well, we got eels, we got sunfish. This is really cool. Maybe I like this angle most. So that needs to come to the front. Sometimes you just gotta stab a man under the sea. It's fine. This is going fine. So that's a sash kind of deal. Send you to the back. Give you a cool cape. We need to bring this one to the front. Um, bring that one to the front. Give you a little entelectric band-aid. Wait a second. Aw. Thank you for the 2 little bitties, sweetie. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Hmm.
Thank you.
And Frank, thank you for the gifted sub. That's... Excuse me. It's very, very, very sweet of you. And congrats on becoming perfectly average once again, Meaty. What the fuck? He is large, and he is pointing. Maybe we can turn this into another sort of bandage. Can we make it small enough to wrap around your leg? We can. And kind of like the cloak being a little bloodied given everything that we have going on here. A little bit scratched up. Got one little blood drip there. I don't know, I guess I like it. Yeah. I'm not sure what vibes it's giving off, but I like it. Okay. One more empty file because there is still more to give. Okay. Let's see where this takes us. The Sea Keeper. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions. The will to kill your heart to save your kin. Courage to pay the highest price to achieve your dreams. The astronaut pit cloth stimulates purpose and discovery. Oh, that's a lot. Courage, alliance, leadership, purpose, communication, peace, support, success, justice, yearning, passion, happiness, and temptation. There's a lot going on here. This is a complex card. Cool. I like it. I like it. talk to Jasmine, and that'll probably be where we close it off. Dear Fortuna, are you alright? I have some difficult news to share with you. Let me know when I can come and visit. Love, Jasmine. Hello, Fortuna. I come with terrible news. I don't know how to say it. Aidana's dead. You know already. I just met with Aidana's corpse. I mean, we're campaigning against Jasmine. But I don't necessarily want to keep secrets from her. Like, I still value her as a person. I just met with Aidana's corpse. Is that true? What did she want? She was dealing with loose ends. Did you lift your sentence? I wish. She was only trying to justify herself. Leave this universe in peace, I guess. Poor Aidana. Exile is now in the hands of whoever gets to rule next. About that, the first order of business is to decide how to deal with Aidana's corpse. Yeah, Dolly was here a couple minutes ago and she brought me up to speed. Ah, good. So basically we have to decide whether to be fewer but stronger or weaker but more diverse. What's your stance on this? I believe we should devour her. Normal things to say. Changing government and all, I believe that it's just not the best time to receive that many new trainees. Jasmine was the person you told Dolly was her enemy? Oh no! Oh no! There's already enough turmoil in having to establish a new direction. We need to be stronger than ever for the sake of our sisters. I see. And speaking of that, I'm running for leader! Yeah, so I heard. Girl, you are well informed for being isolated on this asteroid. What can I say? Anyway, I thought the Coven could use some tender, loving care after Aidana. Will you help me with your divination, Fortuna? Can I count on your support? Tell me about your program first. But of course, sorry. Right now, there are 5 pillars in the rule set of our Coven. Judgment, law enforcement, blah 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 blah. Yes. It's also the executive branch, the acting is going, how to do major events. Right now we have runic judgment. Basically it was Aidana consulting with the gods. I believe we shouldn't leave witch law in the hands of exogenous forces. My proposal is that judgment should be in the hands of the oldest 4 members in the Coven in agreement with the leader. So any judgment would come by quorum of the 5 wisest witches. Then there's law enforcement. Right now, witches were put in Coven jeopardy or sent into exile for a variable amount of time, depending on the severity of their crimes. And it's truly horrible. My proposal here is that witches accumulate warnings depending on the severity of their transgressions. You made the mistake of telling. No! No! Ah. And eventually, should they fail to change their behavior, they will be expelled from the Coven. No witch should endure what you're going through, Fortuna. Letting witches go to find a new coven that's a better fit is a more humane solution, in my opinion. Then there's forbidden arts. That's how we deal with hazardous magic and knowledge, such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, and so on. Right now, the Coven determined something could put our community at risk, we ban it. And I believe it should stay that way, so no changes on that front for my part. Next point, mortal affairs. That's how we deal with humans and other lesser beings. Aidana determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulated for witches' convenience. I don't like that at all. I don't believe any soul to be a lesser being to begin with. I believe we have the responsibility to protect and guide mortal societies. We have the power to better their lives, so we must do so. And last but not least, there are the witch duties. That defines what members' obligations to the Covens are. Right now we have the Infernus quarterly controls. Should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose her membership. We propose a policy of zero vigilance, to trust that a member of our Coven will always strive to better our community. Contribution should be at every witch's own pace and discretion. Oh, there's also the issue regarding what to do with Aidana's corpse. I say we should devour her and become stronger. That basically sums it up. What do you think? Can I count on your support? I guess it's probably worth putting it out there so she's not surprised later, but I mean, I'm already handling some forbidden arts. So you might not be down with that. Even though I know that we are eventually going to live in unity, unity and harmony, it's still gonna be some strife there. I mean, I understand the need for like delegation as a group grows larger, but I don't think 5 people speaking for 100 is I don't know. I feel like there isn't enough room for dissent, given that the coven leader also chooses the wisest witches. And yeah, I do appreciate some form of accountability and some form of not like punishment for, but I don't know, protection against. I want to reduce the opportunities for people to exploit, and giving free reign might just eventually end up making witch capitalism again. I don't I'm not sure we should be quite that laissez-faire, unless we really know and really trust our group. Anyway, so no, I'm not totally vibing with the witch centrist here. I can't. I already promised Dahlia to help her. Oh, is that true? I wasn't aware she came to you first. I'm sorry. Well, it's important to keep one's word, so I won't insist. But this doesn't mean I won't try to win you over. There's a lot of campaigning still to come. She's a little bit liberal. Like I see that she's coming from a good place, but she probably needs to think a little bit harder about the worst case scenario. In fact, listen, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Maybe she'll make you more sympathetic to our cause. Junreisha, the mathematician witch. She also believes we should devour Adana and become stronger. Junreisha is the oldest and wisest witch in our coven after Adana. I'm sure she can make a strong case for why we should absorb our former leader's corpse. Sure, tell her to pay me a visit. For now, I should be leaving. There are a lot of people I need to meet to get my campaign in motion. Take care. Do your best. We didn't even get to do a reading.
The fresh smell of political turmoil. Rejoice, Fortuna. This is the perfect scenario to, quite literally, play our cards.
Things get messier from this point on, yeah.
How do you feel about politics?
I'd rather keep politics out. Oh my god. Also, yeah, I'm not gonna go too much further, as much as I want to. God, there's a part of me that's like, fuck my other plans. I want to play more of this for Sunday, but I do have another one in mind. Maybe I'll put it to a vote. Democracy in action. Anyway, everything is politics. Everything is political, and so any discussion of it is necessary. I don't like being the person that always plays the La Problema es el Capitalismo card, but you kind of need to. Everything is politics, so I think it's a necessary pain in the ass. I wish I didn't have to think about it, but I do, because everything is politics. Unnecessary pain in the ass.
Yeah, I see how they can be suffocating for a mortal. Too many hows and whys.
I think it's important to stay in touch to a degree if you don't want to be insensitive to the status of your community. But I sure hate many things about it.
I get it. What are your plans for these elections then? Why'd you choose to go with Dahlia?
Jasmine isn't strong enough. Hey, how about we take the socialist answer and take it and make it as and take it in the most fascist way possible. I like Dahlia's program better. Just outright. She may get upset about it, but she'll have to stand. She'll have to understand. The direction of the Coven is not a matter to be taken lightly. If either of them don't respect my stance, they aren't suited to lead to begin with.
Good point. By the way, I'm curious about one thing. Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the true nature of your divination? You know, the little detail about being a writer and not a reader.
I'm scared. I'm scared about how they would react. But I'm also afraid of myself. Still figuring out what this rediscovered power means and what to do about it. I don't feel any different, but the pressure is immeasurable.
I see. I am afraid too. But I'm here with you. I can help you get through this, Fortuna.
Whoa, are you so afraid that you're desperate to get on my good side?
Huh. You wish, witch. Jokes aside, I already told you this is the first time I've ever encountered, throughout my many existences, something that truly terrifies me. But I'm starting to enjoy that feeling.
Mood.
Makes me feel alive.
You wouldn't mind partaking in that thrill?
Why don't you write yourself some courage?
Fuck it. Fine. Maybe I'll draw myself one card.
Wait. I was just pulling your leg. This is too risky. What if you draw a card ripe with fire magic and you end up in a bad place?
Seer shouldn't be scared of their deck. I'll do it.
Aren't you afraid of the consequences?
Of course, but whether that fear dictate my actions, I would never have summoned you to begin with.
You may be right. What exactly are you planning to ask, anyway?
It's more a request than a question. I want to demand that the deck submit to my will. It's not like I'll ever stop using it, so I better tame it.
You sure are something else. Let's see how this gamble of yours plays out.
Huh. The Cosmic Wheel spins forever between the folds of existence. It holds inside its clockworks every piece of reality that is yet to be defined. Meanings, everything. The Cosmic Wheel has decided to manifest as a card and will allow me to envision every possible past or future.
You summoned the fucking Cosmic Wheel out of sheer willpower. I think I'm in love.
Shut up.
Well, how does it work?
This card will be in my deck from now on. If I draw it, it'll allow me to access every possible outcome of a question.
You didn't fully remove the element of chance, then?
That'd make divination pretty dull, right? What a lame thrill seeker you are.
You're right. Congratulations. You never cease to amaze me.
Glad to see you're having fun.
Speaking of fun, looks like you've got mail.
Oh. Okay. That's a lot of mail, but we will need to get to it next time. So yeah, God, I'm so addicted to this. I am going to make a poll about whether we want to continue with this or if we want to move on to something else that I had in mind. But the next thing I had in mind is sort of a 3D platformer. I think it would need to be a Sunday game, but Anyway, you'll see. I'll put it in Discord. So if you haven't joined that, but yeah. This is such a cool game. I can't thank everyone who recommended it enough. But yeah, let's find someone to raid, yeah? Are we feeling... Are we feeling... Are we feeling cassette beasts or Super Mario RPG? Yeah, we'll make those our chances. Our chances? Choices, even. You'd be selfish and vote for another game because you need to stay ahead. We'll see how it goes. If we are interested in cassette beasts, I can't stay for it, unfortunately, because I really want to play it myself. But that does mean that we are going to be rating B. We appreciate a B. So, for those who don't know, B, our peculiar little rabbit, is a taxidermy jackalope, yeah? Very chill vibes. But yeah. So Frank has put our raid messages there in chat, but yeah, if I haven't gushed enough, this has been an incredible game. I'm so eager to see what else we get. I didn't expect there to be politics, but now there's politics, and I'm super into it. And there exist politics that I vibe with, so you know, bonus points. So yeah, thank you to everybody who stopped by and encouraged me to be a witch socialist. Thank you to everyone who recommended this game and has been excited for it. Thank you to everybody who stopped by, who gifted subs, who gave some bits. Yeah, I'll see you on Sunday, and Tuesday I am still streaming Fatal 12 with Goo. We're getting really close to the end. I guess I should probably throw that in at the end here. But I'll post in, I always post in Discord when we go live there. Anyway, I very much appreciate everybody who stopped by, who lurked, all of you. And for everyone who has chosen to gaze long into the abyss, know that the abyss gazes back, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care of yourself, okay?